with no compromise. Can you imagine? That's not who America is. But what Chuck Schumer's going to do is he's going to change the voting rules. If he gets these 2 seats, he'll have 50-50, and he'll have the tiebreaker in the vice president if this result holds up. And then what you're going to have is you'll have a White House, a Senate, and a House all aligned behind that radical agenda. And what they're going to do is they're going to stack the court. They're going to add D.C. and Puerto Rico as 2 new states. That's 4 Democrat senators, guys. We may never have another Republican majority in the Senate in my lifetime. They want to then get rid of the Electoral College, if you can believe that. But what that allows them to do is this, and it's, you don't have to listen to me. Go online and look at the Democratic platform, the presidential Democrat platform. Just go look it up. It's there in bold writing. It's shocking to see these things that they actually put in writing and expect us to digest this. They really want to defund the police, guys, at a time when we should be defending our police, right? I mean, they want to cut the military at a time when we are desperately in need of these men and women around the world to take care of our interests around the world, right? By the way, the last 2 Democratic presidents cut military spending by 25%. Obama and Biden did it, and Clinton did it. There's no reason to expect they won't do it this time. They want open borders, sanctuary cities. How's that going to make our neighborhoods safer? They want to take away our private health care insurance. 180 million of us get our private health insurance from our employer. They want to take that away and put us on a Medicare system that's already bankrupt. The greatest danger to Social Security and Medicare is this super spending plan that the Democrats have. Then, worst of all, they want to implement the Green New Deal. Now, guys, this is the craziest thing I have ever heard of. You realize only 20% of the Green New Deal has anything to do with climate change? Only 20%. The rest of it has to do with their socialist agenda they're trying to perpetrate on us. Like, oh, by the way, if you're unable or unwilling to work, they're going to give you a $30,000 a year stipend. Now, who's going to pay for that? The rest of us who are working, right? So I don't know that's going to fly. But the real problem is this. It'll cost $9 trillion to do the Green New Deal. $9 trillion. Now, I can't even relate to that, except to tell you that if you take all of our earned income in America, all of us, every dime, it's $9 trillion. $9 trillion. That's how crazy this is. So what do we do about this? This is why I'm here. This is why you're here. This is not about issues anymore. Tom Cotton is one of the greatest senators up there. He's got a beautiful future. He's got a beautiful family. And I am so honored to serve with him. But what we have to do right now is to make sure Kelly Loeffler and I hold these 2 seats. We win Georgia, we save America. What we need to do is make sure we get the vote out. We've already won my race. We won it by 2 points. The Libertarian got 2 points as well. So we beat the Democrats. If you think about this, 52.5% of this state, voters in this state, rejected the Democratic offering this time. 52.5%, guys. You should give yourself a round of applause about that. Now, the rules are this. I won by 2. In most other states, every other state except 1, I would already have been reelected. We'd be done. We'd be in here talking about Kelly Loeffler alone. Well, I have to now run again in this runoff, and we have to get our vote out again and win without any question. And so what we need you to do, I don't need you to worry about the issues. You've already done that. We've already litigated that with these other guys. What I need you to do right now is just pray to God that we get our vote out. And you've got to do that yourself. This is something that you can do. People tell me all the time, David, we know how serious it is, but what can I do? Go vote. And do one thing. Good Republicans never vote alone, guys. The second thing you really got, this is the thing, stand with us. Stand with Kelly, stand with me. Help us be the last line of defense against this absolutely rabid Democrat intent for our country. We can stand this, we can do this, but we need your help. If you'll stand with us, we can make darn sure the road to socialism will never run through the state of Georgia, y'all. Thank you. Now, for the treat of the day, I am so proud to serve with Tom. He's just such a great colleague. We're on armed services together and so forth. And the bright star this year in the United States Senate has been, no doubt, Kelly Loeffler. Kelly Loeffler comes from a farm. She grew up just like all of us did. And she's been an executive and had a great career and decided that, you know, she wanted to give back and serve in the United States Senate. And she's come in and done a phenomenal job. And if you just watch her campaign, she's growing every day. Some of you remember me when I first started. Wasn't very pretty, was it? Well, she started off as a pro. I'm not kidding you. She was good on the stump. She was good in the Senate. She was good in speeches, and she really paid attention to the issues. She's smart as hell, and I am proud to have her as my running mate in this election. We are going to run together. We're going to win. We're going to hold Georgia. We're going to win Georgia and save America. Welcome, Kelly Loeffler.
David. Wow, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, David. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, General Kubinick. Thank you, Perry. Wow. I love being in Perry. Okay, this is like my third or fourth time here. I'm so sad there's not a cattle show going on right now. I grew up showing cattle in 4-H, so that just warms my heart. Look, you just heard what's on the line. You heard it from the general. You heard it from David and Tom. Everything's on the line right now here in Georgia. Georgia's on everyone's mind. You know, and of course, it's 2020. Both Senate seats are up. They're both right here in Georgia. And look, we're the firewall. It's not just the control of the U.S. Senate. It's the future of our country. We are going to hold the line against socialism right here in Georgia. Yes, thank you. We're going to get it done. You know, it's been a tough battle. 2020's been tough for all of us, right? Tough year, went through a tough election cycle. And I got to say a sincere thank you to Congressman Doug Collins for his endorsement, for his support. Conservatives across our state are uniting. We're going to get this done. We can't do it without all of you. That's right. Thank you. That's right. Because we know what's at stake. This is about stopping socialism right now. You heard what Chuck Schumer said. Take Georgia. Wait a minute. Chuck Schumer from New York is going to take Georgia. No. And then he's going to change America, and you know what that means. And he said it before, nothing's off the table. That means once they abolish the filibuster, they're off to the races. They can pack the court, they can add DC statehood, Green New Deal, $4 trillion in taxes, excessive regulation, rejoin the Paris climate deal, get back in bed with Iran, do whatever they want to consolidate their political power and control this country with one party. We're not going to let them. We are going to hold the line right here in Georgia. Thank you. Yes, we are. You know, because we know what's at stake. It's not just for today. It's not just for next year or the next cycle. This is about future generations. This would literally shred the fabric of what makes our country the greatest in the world. I know we're going to hold the line because no one wants the radical agenda of the left. But let's talk about my opponent, my Democrat opponent. Talk about a radical agenda. I think it's vitally important that everyone understand exactly who he is. And you heard a little bit of it. You know, Tom Cotton, a great patriot, a soldier, someone who fought for our country. Can you imagine saying that you can't serve God and serve the military? That's just wrong. I'm the daughter and granddaughter of veterans. Our state, did you know our state is the 5th largest in the country for both veterans and active duty military? Yes, let's hear it for our military. My goodness, where would we be as a country without our military? And look, we are going to hold the line for our military. I'm so proud of what they've done at Robins Air Force Base, and we're going to keep fighting for them to make sure that they have the resources they need. But the Democrats would never do that. They would never hold the line for our military, for our veterans. But there's more. And by the way, I am a proud member of the Veterans Affairs Committee in Washington. I take that role so seriously. I've been proud to author legislation, and we're going to keep fighting for our veterans. That's right. You know, but speaking of Raphael Warnock, you know, he doesn't care much for our police. He called them gangsters, thugs, bullies, and a threat to our children. And when I asked him if he would apologize for those hurtful and dangerous words in our debate, he declined to do that. You know, he's someone that would defund the police. Can you believe that? Do we need that in Georgia? No, no, that's right. You know, he's embraced folks like Fidel Castro, a murderous dictator. No, thank you. He's celebrated Jeremiah Wright, called him a prophet. Okay, so this is the type of person we're dealing with. It's Stacey Abrams, hand-picked candidate. It's funded by George Soros. You know, over 80% of the funds he's raising are from outside of Georgia. That's not true for David and I, that's for sure. We are all about Georgia. This is what it's about. And of course, he's going to rubber stamp Chuck Schumer's radical agenda that's being pushed further left by AOC and the squad. So we don't need that in Georgia. I know y'all are going to hold the line. But here's what we do need. It's the things that David Perdue and I have been working on since day one. I could not be more honored to serve with folks like David Perdue and Tom Cotton. Look, David and I are business people. We're political outsiders and proud of it. We know how to get up to Washington, get the work done, take Georgia to Washington. Don't bring Washington to Georgia. Y'all don't want that here. No, that's right. Believe me, you don't want it here. But look what we need, the things that we're working on, delivering relief amid this pandemic. This is still going on. We're still trying to get more relief to hardworking Georgians. We delivered billions to Georgia in the first round. Now that's the same relief that the Democrats have blocked twice in the last 2 months on the Senate floor. They want to make a political issue of this. We want to help small businesses, families, schools, hospitals, farmers, veterans. We're going to keep that work up. We're going to keep the pressure on, and y'all are going to hold Democrats accountable in January. That's right. Thank you. You know, and it's not lost on me. I'm a business person. I've provided not just jobs, but benefits to my employees, and I know the cost of health care. It's way too high. Obamacare broke the system. We've got to make sure we have more affordable, accessible plans that cover pre-existing conditions. Every Republican wants to cover pre-existing conditions. Don't ever let Democrats tell you that we don't, because we continue to vote for it, and the Democrats continue to block it for political reasons. Okay, we're going to make sure that we change our health care system to support more private sector choices, to support job creation, because 180 million Americans get their health insurance from their job. More jobs, more health insurance, more flexibility, more options, and more of what's right for America, which is private sector, not government intervention. I mean, who wants to go to the DMV to see your doctor? No one, okay? And the other thing that we're going to make sure that we do is fight for conservative values. There's not enough of that in Washington, and we're going to make sure that we hold the line for conservative values. And y'all know me. You know I've spoken out for conservative values from day one. I've stood up against, thank you. You know, it's not easy in a place like Washington, where you can get on the cocktail party circuit if you toe the line. If you're a liberal, you can be very popular in Washington. I have no interest in being popular in Washington. I'm all about Georgia, and so is David Perdue. You know, and conservative values are things that are right for America. The left, they want abortion on demand. In fact, my opponent has justified abortion from the pulpit. That's just wrong. He calls it reproductive justice. I say justice is honoring the unborn and protecting innocent life. I've spoken out against the cancel culture, against things like the dangerous Antifa and BLM Marxist movements. We have to hold the line. Safety and security in our communities, protecting our police. This idea of defunding the police has been dangerous and destructive across America. We don't need that in Georgia. I will always be your voice. I will always speak out, even when it's hard to do. Consider me your voice, and I'm going to continue to fight for every one of your values here in Georgia. You know, but I need your help. I need your help. I need you to be my voice on January 5th, and I will be yours for years to come. And here's how you do that. Hi, CB. David and I need your help, and he talked about it, how important it is. We need you to get involved. Put a yard sign, put a bumper sticker out. Love seeing the signs here, beautiful. And that's what it takes. Like, let's get everyone involved and let them understand what's on the line. It's our way of life right here in Georgia is on the line. It's on the ballot. The American dream is on the ballot. Socialism on the other side of the ballot, okay? No thanks. So what we're going to do is ask you to visit our website. We have gabattleground.com or kellyforsenate.com. You can sign up, volunteer. Our campaigns are working together. We're bringing thousands of volunteers to knock on doors. We're making sure to get the vote out, and we need y'all to get the vote out. So you can do absentee ballot. You can do early voting, December 14th. But let's have our voices be heard early so that we know everyone's present and accounted for, and that we're going to hold the line. We're going to keep this state red. We are going to stop socialism. We are going to stand with America. We're going to fight for the American dream. God bless you. May God bless Georgia. Thank y'all. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.